Hello and welcome to a new video. It's me, Martin, and today in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how I teach a grammar lesson to a student. Now, as you can see here on my screen, I have ChatGPT opened up and I'm going to be exploring how best to use ChatGPT to help you with grammar teaching and planning your lesson. And in about 5 minutes, I've got a student that I'm going to be teaching. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to put in give me a grammar lesson for an intermediate English learner. And let's see what it comes up with. So present perfect versus past perfect. Present perfect versus past simple. Let's see. Give me another lesson idea. Should, ought to, have, better. Oh, this will be interesting. To give advice. Should, ought to, had better. Okay, should plus base verb. I should study more. You ought to study more. You had better study more. Okay, this is giving me a bit more of an idea. So give me another lesson between should and must. Okay, should, you should eat more, you must wear a seatbelt. So they're not the same, of course. And I'm going to go down. When to use, gives advice or a suggestion. Should, it's optional, but you don't need to do it. Must, strong obligation or rules, not optional, very important, required. Key differences, practice. Okay, so I've got bit more of an idea, and with this I'm gonna say give me some gap fills with must and should. Excellent. So here we are. I've got good lesson, and I'm gonna dive in to Google Drive now. And I'm going to go and start planning my lesson, because in about 3 minutes I've got it started. So I'm going to be introducing when to use, and then I'm going to be focusing on gap fills, and then give me some conversation questions with should and must. Okay, so what I'm planning to do is I'm going to be looking at introducing should and must. Then I'm going to be getting the student to complete the gap fill exercises. Then I'm going to be looking at conversation questions. How to introduce it, that's the key. Let's see. So, a fun introduction idea for should and must. Start with a quick scenario. Imagine you're planning a big trip. There are some things you must do, like having a passport, and some things you should do. Okay. What should you do? What are some things you must do before travelling, and what are some things you should do before travelling? This will be quite interesting. Okay. Right. I've got my lesson ready in my mind. So I'm going to be introducing indirectly should and must. So I'm going to maybe give them a bit of a story, focus on what you should do when you visit another country and things you must do when you're traveling abroad. Then I'm going to get them to think about what you must do and what you should do before before traveling or on holiday. That might be interesting. Then I'm going to introduce the differences, get them to complete the gap fill, and then focus on the conversation. So that's the plan. Right. I'm going to be diving into my lesson, so give me a moment. I'll see you here in a bit. Whilst the students arrive in, I'm going to open up this, and you can see I've got document tabs. I'm going to open up a new tab. Bring this in. And today is the 27th. Okay. Hi there, Ella.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How was your weekend so far? Did you have a good weekend?
Uh, yeah, I think so, yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, mm, Yesterday I was alone at home.
Mm-hmm.
I was at home alone, yeah. My husband went out to friend's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I stayed at home, yeah,
Mm.
and spent time with myself. It sounds strange, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, um, I um, I did a lot of things. Uh, for example, I spoke with GPT chat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
Chat
what is it?
GPT, yeah.
ChatGPT, yeah. Maybe 1.5 hour. Yeah, it was interesting. Uh, mm, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, funnily enough, it was my wife's birthday yesterday as well.
Ah,
But my wife isn't here, so it was a bit strange. I had some friends that came to visit, and we celebrated my wife's birthday without her being in Korea. And then we sent her a video. We recorded a video, and we got a birthday cake, and sent the video to her. Yeah,
oh, it's cool.
yeah. Um,
Mm.
Okay, well, let's get started. So, one moment. Let me get this worksheet in.
Um,
Right, one moment. Okay, so you said I spent time with well, yeah, you could say I spent time to myself.
yeah.
Yeah. I spoke with ChatGPT. That's fine. Yeah. Well.
Can
Mhm.
okay?
Yeah.
Can I say something like this? When my husband visited birthday party, I was working with ChatGPT.
Mm. You could say when my husband went out, I spent time chatting with Chat GPT, I guess.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
yeah, chatting or talking with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got another grammar lesson that we could focus on today, if you like.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And what I would like you to think about is when you travel abroad on holiday,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what do you normally take with you?
On holiday?
Mm.
You mean a short or a long holiday?
Well, let's say maybe a 1 week holiday.
Okay. Um, I take with me a suitcase with the things,
Mm-hmm.
with clothes.
Okay, so a
Um,
suitcase.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What do you put into your suitcase?
and clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, maybe another shoes.
Uh-huh. So some spare shoes.
Yeah. Um, um, uh, I don't know how pronounce on English. Cosmetic. Sorry, it sounds. Cosmetics.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so some cosmetics. Yep.
Yeah. Um, and of course, I will pack my backpack.
I will
Uh,
park my backpack.
yeah,
Park.
it's not correct.
Mm.
Sorry. Packed.
Pack.
Packed. Sorry. Um, pack.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. Pack.
Yeah. Okay.
Backpack. It's into my backpack. I put my camera,
Mm-hmm. So into my
my
backpack, my camera.
I put
I put.
okay. Uh, the camera, my documents.
What sort of documents?
I mean passport.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, now BRP, but it's in the UK. It's BRP.
E.
It's like on physical. It's on computer, on phone. It's
Is it like an ID card?
yeah, it's like ID card, but without physical card.
Okay, so like
E
a E or a digital identity card?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's BRP. It's a biometric residence permit. But last year, this card um, um, I don't know how to say sorry.
It's all right. Okay.
Yeah, early we have physical BRP,
Okay.
but now last year we didn't. We have only QR code on phone.
Okay. So, um, So previously, we were issued a physical identity card, but recently we now have a digital identity card. Okay. All right.
And also, I take with me some pillows.
Some euros. Okay.
No, pills. Some pills.
Like medicine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's it. I think so.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right. So let's see. When you go on holiday, what should you take? But then I've got another question. When you go on holiday, what must you take? So each of these questions is slightly different. Okay. Now, when you go on holiday, you should what?
When you go on holiday, you should I need sorry, I don't understand what I need to do. I need
So when you go on holiday, you must what? So it's slightly different. Do you know the difference between should and must?
must it 100%, I think. No?
Yeah, but what must you take if you go on holiday?
Must take a passport.
Okay, so you must take a passport. Yeah.
Passport.
And what should you take if you go on holiday?
Should take clothes, for example.
A coat, okay. All right. That's fine. That's good. So let's change it slightly. So when traveling, you should what?
When traveling, you should should know, maybe create your route.
Okay, so you should plan your route.
Plan, yeah.
Okay. When traveling, you must.
When traveling, you must buy a ticket.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. So with should, it's like a choice, optional. Yeah. Must, it's obligatory. It's required. Yeah. Like if I say, I've got a terrible headache, you could say, you must go to the doctors. Yeah. All right. Now, one moment. let me give you some examples of should. Okay. So here, should, it gives advice or suggestion. It's optional. And it's good to do it, but not a rule. So, for example, you should visit your grandparents. He should drink more water. They should be more careful when crossing the road. Okay. Now, with must, it's slightly different. Okay. So, must here, let's bring it down to our next page. So, must, it talks about strong obligation or rules. It's not optional, it's very important, it's required. Yeah. So, you must wear a seatbelt. Students must arrive on time. You must not smoke here. Yeah. So slightly different when it comes to the two. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to give you an exercise to do. What I'd like you to do is to complete the sentences with either must or should. Either positive or negative. Okay. Now.
Sorry, I have a question.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
What difference between must and have to?
Have to, must and have to.
For example, I must to go or I have to go.
Okay. It's pretty similar. I have to go. You know. There is a slight difference about politeness, I suppose. Whereas must is just direct and not too polite. Whereas, you could say, I'm very sorry, I have to go. Right. Whereas, I'm very sorry, I must go. It's a bit too direct, I guess, but it has the same meaning.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my understanding from it. Now, so we have, for example, must. What's the negative of must?
Mustn't.
Mustn't, yeah. And should, the opposite would be?
Shouldn't.
Shouldn't. Okay. Right, so we've got these examples, these different sentences. Can you see the first one?
Yeah. Do I need to type?
You can try and type. Let's see if it works.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, so I'll let you type and you fill it in.
You should eat more vegetables if you want to stay healthy.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, what's the next one?
Drivers must stop when the traffic light is red.
Yeah, very good.
we mustn't. I think so. Mustn't forget to bring your tickets to the concert.
Okay. Now, in terms of mustn't, we need to put the T, must, and then N apostrophe T. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should. No, you shouldn't. No. Yeah, you should call your grandmother. Your grandmother, she miss you.
She misses you. Misses.
Misses you.
Yeah.
Misses you.
Okay.
People no, mustn't. People mustn't throw rubbish on the ground.
Yeah, I suppose it works because it might be a rule. So you mustn't throw rubbish on the ground.
But I think it's both correct. It's people shouldn't throw rubbish on the ground.
Yeah.
On the ground.
Yeah. Now, I suppose it depends whether your focus is on the people and the action, and then it would be they shouldn't throw rubbish on the ground. If it's on the rule, then mustn't, and so both kind of work. Yeah. Okay. Number 6 then, when you're ready.
Okay. You should listen carefully to the teacher.
Yeah, very good. Very good. All right, next. Tourists should respect local customs. I don't know what is the meaning here. What do you think it might mean?
I mean, be careful with nature, for example.
Okay.
Or,
I suppose.
be careful. Oh, okay. Be careful with think when with place when they travel.
Imagine if you travel to Saudi Arabia or Abu Dhabi, and you say, I would like to eat some pork.
Yeah.
They may find it not too nice. So if you travel to another country, you need to respect local customs and that sort of thing.
Custom, it's like rules or culture or something like that.
It could be rules, it could be the culture.
Okay. Okay, tourists must respect local customs.
Okay.
Sorry, it's my cat. He didn't like when closed door.
Ah, right. He doesn't like it when you close the door, no.
Yeah. he is so big and can't um,
Jump?
jump on the sofa.
Uh-huh.
I must to help.
Uh-huh. Wow, chubby. Wow, very big, very heavy cat, yeah?
Mhm. Go.
Gosh.
Sorry. You you shouldn't drink so much coffee later at night.
Mm-hmm.
Ой. М,
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone must wear a helmet while riding a bike. And if you are tired, you should take a short break.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Right. Well, let's have a think about England, for example,
Mm.
and let's put it on our next page. So, of course, things you must do and things you mustn't, or things you must do and things you should do. Okay, so if you have a think about spending time in England, what must you do when you're in England?
You mean like travel when I travel around?
It could
Oh,
be about travelling around, it could be just about living in England.
mm. You um, you must watch um, Big Ben, for example.
Okay,
I
do you
know.
mean like you go and you see and you watch it?
Um,
Like you visit?
yeah, visit. I mean, if you travel around London, you must watch, uh,
Hmm.
must visit Big Ben. Uh, um,
Is it a rule though?
yes.
Is it a rule?
No, it's not rule, of course.
Okay.
No.
I would say if you are in London, you should visit a Big Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, or Westminster Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something, uh, some famous place.
So some maybe or some famous landmarks.
Landmarks, yeah.
Yeah.
Sightings.
Yeah.
No, it's not correct. Sightings.
Sizings.
It's like a sizing, but maybe it's not correct pronounce. I think so. Um, sites, sites,
Sites.
sites.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you know sizing bus. It's a red bus for tourists.
Okay. Is it sightseeing?
Sizing.
Sightseeing. So you go and you travel around the city.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I type something.
Sightseeing.
Um. Yeah.
See the sights.
See the sights.
Okay. Yeah. That's better.
Sorry.
Okay.
Maybe okay, if you should visited pubs
You should
and
visit a pub
and drink English beer.
drink English ale or beer. Okay.
Yeah.
What must or mustn't you do if you think about the rules?
I don't know special rules. I mean, special on for England.
I think when you visit a place in England, you mustn't litter.
Okay.
It's like you drop
Yeah.
rubbish. Yeah, you mustn't
Yeah.
litter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's general rule for
It's a general rule. Yeah.
also you must it's a joke, but you must say sorry.
Okay. Yeah. You must say sorry or
Yeah. Because English people like like sorry
yeah, yeah.
this word. Yeah.
Like if they bump into you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. You must say sorry if you bump into someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. That's a good rule, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got some nice ideas. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of questions, so some conversation questions. Okay. And I will share the questions afterwards. Okay. So, the first question I have is, what should you do if you want to stay healthy?
I should eat healthy food, more vegetables, fish, and other. Also, I should do some sports. And you I should go on checkup sometimes, times to times. It's in Russia we say checkup. I don't know, maybe it's not English word. Healthy checkup. It's when you go to hospital and doctor and check all your
Okay. They check your body and everything.
yeah.
Okay, so
It's for I think it's good practice when you, for example, one time in year you not you I sorry, I should go to hospital and speak with the doctor and doctor check my body, my blood. I don't know how to say.
so this
Yeah.
is a health check. Get a health check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
health check.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, what should you do if you want to stay healthy? So
And also, I should sleep well. For example, 7 or 8 night or hours,
so you should sleep enough hours
enough hours. Yeah,
each day, or you should sleep
yeah,
7 or 8 hours a day. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah. You could start the sentence with if I want to stay healthy, I should eat healthy food. I should do some sports and get an annual health check. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
What is annual?
Annual. Okay, so it's a good word. It means once a year or a year. Yeah. So get an annual health check. So in South Korea, for example, healthcare is very good, and everybody can get a health check once a year. So for me, I get a health check every year, and they say the same things. Don't drink too much, don't eat too much fried food or greasy food, your blood pressure is too high, and da 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 da. Yeah, so it is what it is, but yeah. Okay, my next question is, do you think people should work on weekends?
No, I think people shouldn't work on weekend
Why is that?
because because weekend it's time for relax for on weekend you need accumulate, I don't know, it's new fresh power for new week.
Okay, so rejuvenate.
Rejuvenate. What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It means you relax and then you get more energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like like a charge um,
Recharge
recharge, yeah, like a recharge
your
battery, for
batteries.
example.
Yeah,
Yeah.
recharge your batteries. Yeah. So,
Uh,
yeah, most, I think, yeah, you said I think people shouldn't work
students,
on weekends as it is a time to relax
yeah,
and recharge your batteries. Yeah.
yeah. I think here in the UK it's not a problem. People work time to time. It's maybe it's not correct phrase. Um, People work and then stop and relax. But in Moscow, people can stop work, and sometimes you need work in the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I think in England there is a good work-life balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life balance. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um, what must students do if they want to pass an exam?
Mm. First thing, it's go to exam.
But what must they
Uh,
do if they want to pass an important exam?
um, Students must study um, study exercise. It's not exercise. It's sorry. Exam tickets. Exam tickets.
Okay, so students must study and
Again,
practice exams.
yeah, practice exams. Student um, must visit university, for example.
So students must attend
And
their classes.
the class, yeah.
So attend is like to be at their class. All right. And if students want to pass the exam, what should they do the night before?
Students must sleep.
What should they do?
Should?
Yeah, so if students have an exam the next day, what should they do the day before?
A student should sleep very well and didn't study their exam.
Their exam.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right, so what must students do to pass an important exam? Students must study and practice exams. Students must attend their classes. That's fine. And then I've got, we can change it slightly to what should students do. The day before the important exam. Students should sleep very well. Maybe students should get some good sleep the night before. And didn't study their exam?
No, it's shouldn't. Yeah. It's
Shouldn't study.
shouldn't study. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see. My last question. What is something you must always take with you when you travel?
Sorry, can you say again?
Yeah. What is something you must always take with you when you travel?
Must.
What is something you must take with you when you travel?
When I travel, I must take with me my husband, of course.
Okay, all right.
My second thing is my passport.
Uh-huh.
Some money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, some medical, not some medical insurance.
Okay, so I must have some medical insurance. Yeah, you must have it. You must.
Yeah, because I'm from Russia, I must have visas for other country.
Okay, so I must apply for a visa.
Apply. Yeah.
Okay.
And I must take with me good mood.
I must take with me a good
Mood. It's
mood.
not. Yeah. It's.
Yeah.
I mean, feels what always be good, and it's positive. Yeah, positive mood.
I must have a positive outlook, maybe, or positive mood.
Yeah. Maybe it's not must, but sometimes it's must.
Okay. Yeah.
That's always be good, and we will travel good and something like this.
Okay, well, one thing I want us to look at is you mentioned I must take with me blah, 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 blah. But in English, we tend to say I must take da, da, da with me. Yeah, so I must take my husband with me. I must take my passport with me. So we just change with me towards the end of the sentence. I must take my suitcase with me when I travel. I must take my my book when I travel. Yeah. So it's just a thing to be aware of when we're saying this in English. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, do you have any questions here?
No, I haven't.
Okay. All right. What I'll do, it would be really good if you have the grammar book, because you'll be able to look at must and should, or mustn't and shouldn't. But what I'll do is I will get some practice and send it to you to review this grammar, if you like. Would that be okay, Ala?
Yes, okay. It's will be good, and today I do I say I will buy the book. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And on next lesson I will have a book.
Okay, great. All right. Well, we'll finish there for the moment. So I hope you have a good Sunday, and I'll see you in our next lesson, which is on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, have a lovely rest of the weekend, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and have a nice Sunday too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that was today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. What I really enjoyed was actually the structure of just the conversation initially, and getting the student to really just open up. And then I decided, okay, after about 5 minutes discussion, focus on the particular grammar. I could have changed it slightly, adapted it slightly, but I'm actually quite happy with how things were, given advice and suggestions. I introduced the rules quite prescriptively, and then we looked at completing the gap fill exercise. Now, one thing I should say with ChatGPT, it's not my favourite tool, but it does give me an idea of what to teach, and I run with it. It's certainly a suitable tool to help you prepare your lessons on the fly, ad hoc, and it's definitely something that you could do. Now, the whole gap fill grammar focus was starting to lose a bit of steam, but then I decided, okay, those conversation questions I picked and chose, I was picking and choosing particular things to incorporate, and you can see I focused on 5 questions towards the end of the lesson for the last 15-20 minutes, I suppose. It was really nice that student was using the particular grammar rules. I was quite pleased with that, and I was quite happy with how the language was emerging through our conversation. Now, if you want to have this particular lesson and some activities to include into your online classes, feel free to become a member, and all members will be given lesson ideas once a week on what to teach and how to teach particular grammar. And you don't need to join as a member, but for those members, as a benefit, an added benefit, you'll be getting lesson activities to include in your online classes. But for now, I'm going to leave it. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. It would always help with the algorithm on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. But for now, have a lovely day, stay safe, and happy teaching. Bye bye.